nigga ride. Almost at the club, baby.
What's going on today, YouTube? Back at it again with a vlog of changing the engine on a Dodge Challenger. I said in the last video that I'm not doing a whole video on this thing because yeah, it's gonna be a lot of work. I'm gonna go ahead and start disconnecting stuff. I'm gonna try to leave the AC connected or whatever. That's always the best thing to do, but if I can't, then I won't. First thing is going to be coolant. Get rid of the coolant out of the system. Yes, it feels weird. Whatever. Get rid of the coolant out of the system. Jack up the car. Get the alternator out, or the wires off the alternator, which is down here. And then pull all the other wires or whatever. This has secondary wiring, so if you'll notice right here, this wiring stays on there. And then the other wiring that I had to pop off is right there. So, without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and start working on this. Got a lot of work to do, and I got only like a week to do it, so I should be knocking out soon. And also, this right here is why I'm changing the engine. Do not drive through water or flooded areas. You will hydro-lock your engine, just like this was done. So, let's get it. Alrighty, it's been a few hours now. My hair is probably toasted, I'm dirty, I'm exhausted, but the engine is almost out. So, I've got, let's see what everything I did. I did the torque converter, that's down bottom mainly. Torque converter, belt housing bolts, down there is everything off. This pipe, I don't want to damage it, so I'm taking this heater pipe completely out. I took off this whole area back here. The AC is going to need to be recharged because this has studs right here and I can't get the compressor out without taking off this line. So I'm gonna have to pull off that line, drain the AC. He's gonna need to get it recharged or whatever, and then pull out the compressor. The mounts are already pulled. The mounts over here are loose too, and the exhaust is off. All wiring is over there. Fuel line is off. Everything is all ready for this to come out. So obviously, I mean, not get my toes in the shot because I ain't got no socks on, but this area right here is not enough space. So what I'm gonna do is I already disconnected the transmission link, put it in neutral. So once I'm ready to release the parking brake, roll it backwards out. In one day, I'm going to need to pull the engine out, put it down somewhere over here or wherever, take that in and swap parts over, take that engine and put it back in, just so I can push the car back forward and be able to close my garage by night. So with that said, I'm gonna be using a seat belt. These are very strong, good ways to pull out an engine. So I'm gonna be bolting that down there to one of the mount points, and then I'm gonna try bolt this one right here to the other side, hook it, and then try to lift the engine out. So that being said, I'm going to probably be done for today, but I'm going to also go to AutoZone and get the AC kit so I can drain the AC Freon properly and not out into the air. So let me go ahead and do that, and we might be pulling this out tomorrow, or I might, you know, get a little frisky and try to pull it out today. It's only at 2 o'clock, so let's get to it. All right, YouTube, we're back. I was supposed to be like filming the whole vlogging or whatever of removing this engine, but I got out here this morning. It's Saturday, the 22nd, I think. I don't know, I don't really care. But I got out here and just ripped this engine out. Drained the AC out of it because the compressor was getting in the way. I pulled it out with the mounts on it and the exhaust on it. I figured the best way would be to bolt it to the head, which is very stable, instead of bolting it all the way down here and then doing the same thing on this side. So engine is out. I'm gonna go ahead and wheel it over here. I had to move Lauren out the way because I don't want her getting hit again. And I'm gonna bring the engine over here, disassemble whatever I need to, take the mounts off of it, take the exhaust off of it, take the flywheel off. Those are the main things that I need to take off of it, because everything else is basically on this engine already. So I'm just gonna make sure everything is Gucci on the gang with it and slap this thing back in as soon as possible, because like I said, I had to push the car outside of the garage just to get enough space to bring it out. So, like I said, we on the grind, you know, getting to it. So let me go ahead and start pulling some more parts off. Okay, so I managed to hoist the engine, get it off of the pallet and whatever that was sitting here. So now all I'm gonna be doing is going back and forth, take exhaust off of this, off of that, put it on this, take engine mounts off of that, put it on this, get rid of all these broken and cut up hoses and whatever else. Just prep this engine to get it thrown in, and take all the good parts off of that and put it on here. And hopefully this engine runs well, because who knows, it's a used engine, so we'll see what happens. Okay, so we got the exhaust, the headers, which it's so crazy these days that headers are this small. Like, this is the header. This is like the size of my hand. Don't pay attention to me being ashy. But yeah, we got all the mounts off, the headers off. We swapped over the rusted crankshaft pulley. Swapped over this, swapped over this. What else? We put the better flywheel that was on here, that wasn't all rusted and messed up, whatever, on here. We swapped it over to this one. As you can see there, that looks a lot better than this did. So now, ooh, my cut is hurting. Now I'm gonna go ahead and hoist it up, put it in here. Warning, this is might be some painfulness, so bear with me. I'm not gonna show you guys all of it, but I'll show you guys like the gist of how to hoist up an engine. Oh, another big thing, dowels. Notice how we have one dowel here, and then we have one dowel on the other side. The engine that came out had one dowel here and no dowel on the other side. So that's one big thing when you're changing an engine, is to make sure your dowels will line up, because if they do not line up, you're gonna have a problem when you finally get the engine in and you can't sandwich it to the bell housing. So let's go ahead and get this done. Alrighty, I had a little hiccup, but I managed to get it done. I got the engine in now. Basically, as you can see down there, I had one bolt that was started, but I started the couple up here, got them tightened up, sandwiched it, and now the engine is sitting on the mounts. This took a lot less time than I thought it was, but then again, I'm just good at this. So I'm gonna go ahead and start bolting everything up, putting everything back on. First thing is going to be the bell housing bolts. Always do your bell housing bolts to make sure this thing is solid. Bell housing and mounts, and then everything else basically secondary. So let me go ahead and knock out this engine. Alrighty, engine change is basically done. This was very quickly. I forgot how good I am at this stuff. So yeah, very quick. Let me see if I can get some light. All right, so last things that are left to do is the air box. There's like no light over here. Last thing to do is like the air box, the AC, and fill up the coolant. Can't do the brakes because the key is not in the car, but this is basically done. I did start it up already. It ran much better than obviously the other engine with the knocking. So now what I'm gonna do is fill up the coolant, pump the AC, vacuum the AC, and then that should be it. I'm gonna wipe down the engine and everything, and put the cover back on, and then we are G2G. Alright, well that's going to be the end of this video. I completely forgot after I finished the engine change and after I was even getting ready for the customer to come get their car. I completely forgot that I didn't shoot like the outro or ending or whatever. But yeah, engine change went well. Was simpler than I thought. I got it done in like 2 days. I'll be going away for a while, so there will be probably no videos unless I can get the struts for the Dodge Dart and put them on today or tomorrow or even Monday, or sometime before I leave. If I can do that, then I'll probably make the video and schedule it to be put out next weekend. But other than that, for like the next couple weeks, there probably won't be any videos coming out. So with that being said, make sure to like, subscribe, drop a comment, turn on notifications. There'll be more vlogs, there'll be more DIYs. Obviously, it's gonna keep coming. Hopefully somebody enjoyed this video. Drop a like if you can. If not, catch you guys next video. Peace.